Now, you worked with Steve Blackman. I was wondering how you liked working with him, and do you think if he hadn't quit the Brawl for All, he pretty much took himself out of it, that he had the potential to win it because his first match was a pretty impressive showing?
First off, that Brawl for All was a terrible idea. So bad that, like, when we were in State College, Pennsylvania one night, the fans started chanting, "We want fake." Legitimately, the entire
Really?
building started chanting, "We want fake." It was ridiculous. And it was so bad because you ruined a lot of money making wrestlers' reputations as being tough guys. And you never do a shoot in a work. You don't do it. It's bad. Plus, because you're selling one thing, you're selling a work, but now we're going to do a shoot. And we're going to tell you that the work is still just as important as the shoot is. And you need to be as emotionally invested. Doesn't work. Um, excuse me, not the coronavirus. I have a permanent sinus infection. So, without a question or a doubt, I think the only person that could have potentially given him trouble would have been Mark Merrow. And I don't think that Mark would have been that much of a challenge because of the fact that they allowed for you to take down your opponent, double leg, and you got extra points for double legging your opponent, taking them down. So, and that was what happened. Steve didn't take himself. He didn't quit the Brawl for All. He blew his knee out when he kept shooting in on the first guy he fought, which was
It
Mark
was
Merrow.
Mark Rowe, yeah.
Yeah. And that was what he did. He didn't want to stand up. He didn't want to stand up and try to strike with a Golden Gloves boxer because Merrow is a boxer. He's gonna outpunch Steve. So Steve kept going in and taking him down to get the bigger points, so that if Merrow started landing punches, Steve would have a far enough lead. And then process, he blew out his knee in doing it. That's
Okay.
what took him out. But that was when Merrow then went and got re-entered in, and the office was so confident that Bradshaw could take out Bart Gunn that they swerved Merrow on the points and they let Bradshaw win because they thought Matt Bradshaw could take Bart out. When what they should have done is they should have put Merrow in there with Bart, and then Merrow would have picked him apart. Bart could have knocked him out if he'd have ever landed that big punch, that big left hand. But the likelihood is he probably wouldn't have been able to land it because Merrow, with his experience as a Golden Glove boxer, probably wasn't going to get hit. Because remember, the real art of boxing is not to knock somebody out. The art of boxing is to be able to hit somebody without being hit.
Yeah.
That's the real skill that you're learning when you box. It's not how to take a punch or how to punch a guy. It's how to hit the guy and slip a punch or block a punch and not be hit.
Right.
And Merrow would have been a tough guy for Bart to have taken on. That would have, I think if they'd have left Merrow in it and not swerved him and put Gunn, Bradshaw, I think that you'd have had an entirely different outcome.
Now, Butterbean in this Brawl for All documentary, I'm not sure if you saw it or not, said that the office fed Bart Gunn to Butterbean because they were mad that Bart won. Do you think there's any truth to that?
I don't know. That would be speculation. I don't know if they were mad. I have no idea, but I do know. I heard that someone said that Butterbean came in saying that he was willing to do business and put Bart over, and they said nope, let it fall the way it may. If you knock him out, you knock him out, type of thing.
Which made
You know,
everybody look
and
bad.
and it made everybody look bad. Yeah, Bart, if they'd have wanted to, potentially, I think they could have done something with that whole thing with him. The way, because he did get him over, without a doubt. And I think that they could have given him even a little bit of a run and tried to make some money with it and capitalized on it to some degree. But they chose not to. Why? I would assume that it's probably because they were upset that the plans didn't go the way they thought they would. And, you know, because Steve Williams was a more charismatic performer, and they could have potentially made a lot more money with Steve Williams if he'd have gotten over in that Brawl for All, which was what it was really intended to do.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.